Ring, 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 ring. Oh, hello. Yeah. How much do you say? Yeah. Okay. All right. Don't worry, America. I just bought the refs off. We're gonna get a win this Sunday. Just kidding. All right. So, quick update um, on the housing slash barrack situation. Yesterday, I went in to the housing office to ask them what I need to do, uh, like what paperwork they need to see for my next round of TLA, which is Monday or Tuesday, I think, something like that. So, anyways, the first time they just had me turn in my sheet from the lodge because it was my first time. I don't know. And then the second one, because I'm trying to be a resident advisor at the barracks, I gave them like a copy of my packet, the certificates I have from the training that I've done, and a few other like basically the whole packet, just to show proof that I've been doing something. Because normally, for what they do for people who are trying to out in town, they have this viewing log that you have to take to all of the appointments you have, because out here you can't just go get an apartment or a house by yourself. You have to have an agent who brokers it for you, I guess. Um, and basically, you pay them to find you an apartment. So there's an agent fee, there's a renter's fee, which is basically first month's rent for your deposit, and then like the first month's rent. So when you go out there in town, you're looking at like upwards of $8,000, or was it 800,000 yen just to move in. So it's pretty expensive, and it's very um, it's a it's a big process. So what the Navy does, and the way that, what I'm assuming the reason they do this is to protect people from getting into stupid places, or like getting into a contract that's just like you know just gonna blow up in their face. So you take this log, right, and you go and you look at the place, and then you have the agent fill it out, and then you take it back to housing, and you say, here, I looked at 5 places this week, give me my TLA, and they stamp your thing. Well, for me, in my situation, I assumed I didn't have to do this because I'm not trying to move out in town. I'm trying to move into the barracks, and I'm waiting for uh, my request to go through unaccompanied housing and CFA. So I'm just basically playing the waiting game right now. No, so even though I'm doing that, I still have to go look at houses. So basically, I have to waste my time, and the agent who is showing me these places, I have to waste their time. Um, so yeah, so I had to do that today, and I found this out yesterday, which is extremely annoying because I've been to unaccompanied housing twice, turning in forms for DLA when they could have said, "Hey, by the way, you still have to do this." Um, but again, the system has failed. You can't write this script any better than what it is. But so I went and I looked at a couple of places that the Navy has a contract through. It's called is it RPP? I think is what it's called. I forget what RPP stands for. It's like Residential Placement Program, I think. Basically, it takes away um, the extra fees that you have to pay, and you go straight into it. So, anyways, I looked at the Sakura residence, which I know a couple people who are living out there. It was nice. It's just way too far away from base. And I looked at a couple other places that were close to base. Um, and I need something that's furnished. So I told the person, hey, I need to look at apartments that are furnished. So of course, the first place they showed me had like no appliances. There wasn't a bed, there was no couch, no nothing. There was, they had a refrigerator and a washer and dryer and a shower, and that was basically it. And it was small, which I was expecting. Right, Japan, everything's smaller. But yeah, that was. I was like, why are you even showing me this? But it didn't really matter because I got credit for that. The second place, it had all the appliances. I would just need to get a TV for there. So I don't know. I guess if this barracks thing doesn't work out, now I've got a couple of places that I've looked at. I still need to do a couple more because you have to do 5 every 10 days in order to retain your TLA. So I still need to do a couple this weekend to follow the instruction without them having to compromise it. So I'll probably just get that tomorrow at some random place out there because there's 8 agencies, like 3 or 4 of them that I noticed that are basically right outside the gate, and uh, housing is closed on Saturday and Sunday. So I just take this, go out there, and hopefully whoever is living at those or working at those places speaks better English than I speak Japanese. Which right now I know 2 things. Uh, Now that I'm trying to think of what it. Oh, I'm not able to say it, but that's whatever. Domo arigato. So that means thank you very much, right? The stick song. I always thought it was pronounced differently. So 35 years later, after hearing that song, now I can actually, I guess, sing it the correct way. Um, and a couple other things, just whatever. Um, yeah, so the I was told that CFA is ready to approve the shit. We just are waiting for UH to route it through their chain of command. So hopefully I'll get word on maybe Monday or Tuesday. I'll give them Monday morning before I start hounding them. Um, but I really need an answer because I've been in the lodge almost a month now. Actually, by Monday it will be a month because it's what the third or it's the fourth right now. So Monday will be the 7th, something like that. Yeah, and I don't want to be in here as long as I've been in there right now. Let's see what else. So after I was done today doing the going and looking at the places, um, like they dropped me off in the haunch, and I basically just started walking because I was hungry. I hadn't eaten lunch yet, and it was like 3, maybe 4, something like that. So I just started walking and like looking at different places, and there are so many little like food places in Yokosuka. In anything that you can think of, there's a McDonald's, there's a Burger King, which I am going to try as hard as I can not to go to those places while I'm here because I mean they're everywhere in the states, and I don't want to. I just don't want to eat that here. But they are different. They have different things on their menu, but I just want to stay away from that. If I'm going to eat a burger, it's going to be I don't know somewhere that's not those 2 places. Let's see, they have a Denny's, but then they have a few ramen places. Today I ate at a Chinese restaurant, which I guess I would compare to some of the Chinese restaurants in the States, like the typical fried rice and different things like that. But it was very good. This is the best fried rice I've had in a while. I had the spicy fried rice and then kung pao chicken, and yeah, and it was really good. Um, but yeah, there's places all over the place, and it's all pretty reasonable. It wasn't very expensive. Um, but yeah, I just walked. I found myself randomly in a Japanese neighborhood, and you could hear like the kids yelling and screaming and running around. I have no idea what they're saying, but they were definitely sounding like they were having a lot of fun. And then there's a um, like a monument at the top of this hill, um, and there's like it. It's weird, and I don't know the real reason why it's like this. I have an idea, but it's like the side of this hill is all it's got all these cement on it. So maybe it's to prevent mudslides. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, maybe I'll Google it. But I was walking around trying to see if I could find a way up there. But I guess the direction I was going, there was a train that was in between me and it. So uh, tomorrow I'm gonna try and find this place, but maybe going the other way and walking up there. I gotta get my steps in tomorrow. So after I'm done seeing about different places, I'm gonna go and check that out. Maybe I'll take a couple pictures or shoot some video or something and splice it together and show you guys because I really haven't tried to do any real video editing in this blog basically because I'm doing a basic program. There isn't any I don't have any real video editing software. Um, so everything's just been basic. So I guess I'm at the 12-minute mark, so I should stop rambling. Dallas is going to win this week. Cheeseheads, you're going down.